Time for 6 potential busts for 2024 right now on Fantasy Football Today in 6. Welcome to the show. Ha ha ha. It's not 6, it's 5. Dave, though, you have 6 busts. Who's number 1?
Number 1 is Kyle Pitts, and everybody's excited about Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta. Obviously, will improve that passing game. I just need to see it from Kyle Pitts, and I can't rush back to him as being a big-time fantasy tight end. Adam, do you know how many years of his career he averaged more than 10 PPR points per game?
I'm going to say 0.
It's 0. He's never even been to 10. 9.9 in 2021, 7.6 in 2022, 8.1 in 2023.
How much, though, can you just say, well, he was playing hurt all year? Because
he played hurt all last year. There's no question about it, and injuries limited him in 2022. And in 2021, he would have had a good year if he caught, 6 touchdowns. That's how many touchdowns he has over his career. Forgive me for not jumping right back into Kyle Pitt's massive arms and saying that he's my schmoopy at tight end. I think I'm going to try and get Dalton Kincaid ahead of him. I know I'm going to be happy trying to get one of the top tight ends that we've been trusting for a long time in fantasy ahead of him.
Okay. Number 2, bust number 2.
Austin Ekeler is a guy who's been near and dear to fantasy managers for a long time, but I'm very, very nervous that he's not going to be the same player that he once was ever again. And last year, I don't think he necessarily looked super explosive at the beginning of the year. Then he got hurt when he came back from the injury and was ready to play. Really didn't look great then either. Now he's going to Washington. Huge question marks in that offense. They might have a quarterback that's going to run a lot. That'll take work away from all the running backs there. He's certainly expected to split reps with Brian Robinson. Really nervous about him even getting to 60 catches this year. He might finish with less than that. And if he can't stay healthy, that could be even worse. He's on the wrong side of 30. So it's somebody that I'm basically moving so far down my rank list that I don't even have the chance to take Austin Ekeler. Obviously, what the reports say in training camp might go a little bit of a way to moving him back up.
Let's go to bust number 3.
DeAndre Swift changed teams. He's 25 years old. He's in Chicago. I still think he's going to split reps. He's still a huge question mark in terms of touchdowns. If Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels is the quarterback there after the draft, that's going to impact his rushing touchdown workload, especially near the goal line. And I think Chicago, if it's Caleb Williams, certainly could have more of a downfield passing attack, not leaning on the run game. I am worried about people overdrafting DeAndre Swift.
Let's go behind door number 4.
Door number 4 is going to be 3 wide receivers in one. Zay Flowers, Calvin Ridley, Jordan Addison. There is change afoot in all 3 of these wide receivers' lives. Calvin Ridley moved to Tennessee, took a bag from them. Going to be the number 1 wide receiver there, but it's from Will Levis. The offense should be better for Tennessee than it's been the past few seasons, but I'm not sure if Ridley will actually benefit much better than where he was last year in Jacksonville as the number 1 guy catching passes from Trevor Lawrence. Zay Flowers, awesome finish to last year. Mark Andrews wasn't on the field. Derrick Henry wasn't on the Ravens. I think Baltimore is still going to have a lot of a rushing present approach to what they do. Zay Flowers did not have great games when the running backs did well last year. Now they've improved on their running situation. He makes me nervous. We've seen him go as a top 50 pick. I don't think he's even a top 55, 60 pick in drafts. And then Jordan Addison, new quarterback in Minnesota, when he was playing with Justin Jefferson, touchdowns saved his fantasy production, still was below 13 PPR points per game in the first 5 games with Cousins at quarterback. Now it's going to be a big change there. Not sure whoever they have under center will be able to support both Addison and Jefferson on a regular basis. I would be very careful to draft Jordan Addison in 2024 drafts.
You know, I say this all the time, but with Zay Flowers, I think every draft we do, he goes ahead of Mark Andrews, and I don't get that.
Nope.
Just the premium position there. Flowers might have better numbers than Mark Andrews, but it won't stand out the way it does at wide receiver and what Andrews can do, because Andrews was so good before he got hurt. So I see it all the time. It's always Flowers ahead of Andrews. I never agree with it.
And it's not a talent thing either. I think Zay Flowers and Addison and to a degree still Calvin Ridley are very talented pass catchers. I think they're all still very fast. They're just in rough situations.
Dave Richard, breaking it down. Just pumping you up. I'm your hype, man. Well, you got the hoodie on. You got like an 8 Mile thing going.
No, I'm a little cold. That's all.
You're cold. It's snowing in New York. All right. We'll talk to you next week on FFT in 5. See ya.